So, what if someone came to you with four options? The first one would be to live life as a poor person. The second would be to live life as a prophet or a gifted kind of person with supernatural abilities and things you wouldn't explain, not even in dreams. So that would be God chosen. The third would be a king. And the fourth would be a trillionaire, a really rich person. And at the end of the day, none of this would give anyone any sort of fulfillment. And that's the funny thing about life. Fulfillment and satisfaction are very, very elusive and rare to find. Because the king would be going crazy on expectations of being a king and decisions that he would have to make that would have so many consequences. Feeling like at any given point in time, someone would come and backstab them just for power. Lots of things. The poor person would be, if they're not content, wanting more without knowing it. Not feeling secure enough in being alive, not broken in any sort of way, just seeing the few, the basic things for what they are, and what makes a human is nothing on the outside, really. Now, the gifted person, the prophet, whatever category you'd want to place them in, now this one would have a really hard time, because if it's out of your control and you don't submit to God, basically, it's used for all sorts of purposes and they don't even help the people who use you for this whatever, supernatural gifts and abilities. So again, it would be a really, really, really conflicting position to be in. And then the rich person would, especially in this day and age where there's cameras and real-time notifications and events, you'd really watch through your whole lifetime. You'd watch it, I don't want to say burn, but there's a lot that goes into things and people don't really understand that. So satisfaction and fulfillment, that in itself is key. And then submitting and giving everything to God. Not in the sense that you don't need everything, but because there is stupid ways that man uses things as an end or a means to achieving something else. But you can't bribe God, you can't bribe the universe, you can't. Thus, wow, satisfaction and fulfillment really is everything at the end of the day. Before I go in too deep and get lost in that, but sometimes we should envy the trees that really are unchanging for hundreds of thousands of years, the water bodies that don't change, the little ants on the ground, nature, and wish to be like it. Or even things like the American flag that hasn't changed for hundreds of years and it's not going to change. The unchanging things. Because humans seem to be stuck in a non-moving evolution phase. And even as we evolve through millions of years, we don't change as humans, because there is a higher, there is God. So yeah, satisfaction and fulfillment 101. Okay, adios. Alrighty.